This conference will now be recorded.
So, yesterday we have discussed about the basic introduction, like what is automation, why do we need automation, and what are the different contents we are covering in the course and all the stuff. So, for the benefit of the class, if you can mention your name and your contact number, that would be great for us to share some materials. Yeah, share some materials on a WhatsApp broadcast channel for us. If you can drop in your mail numbers and names so that we can well notify for all the numbers who have joined today, and we will like to share some materials or drive links about the course. Okay. So coming to the next point, what we are discussing is, yeah, I hope my screen is visible.
No. Actually, Rahul, I just wanted to
No,
ask where to drop this information.
in the chat window.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You have a chat
And the
window, right,
screen
in
is
the course.
visible now. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Malleshwari, if you are not able to hear me, I would request you to rejoin again because everyone is able to hear. So, we will be discussing about the Selenium family first. So, in the Selenium family, what are the different tools present under the Selenium family? Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver. Okay, okay. And last but
Right.
not the least, Selenium Grid. Okay. So, the Selenium family. So, Selenium IDE is the first tool that is launched in the market in the year 2004. It was invented by Jason Higgins, an employee at ThoughtWorks who wanted to do his unit testing in an efficient manner. So you might be wondering why are we learning different tools of Selenium family, why we cannot directly jump into WebDriver. The thing is that if you directly jump into WebDriver, you'll not know what are the other tools of Selenium family. So whenever you go for any interview or something, since most of them are having good number of years of experience, the first question they'll ask is like, what is the Selenium family all about? When it has started? So when you're a senior person and you know well in depth about the tool, they'll feel like okay, this person is having great hands-on knowledge of how the tool is going, how the tool has evolved, and they will believe that okay, this guy will cope up with the evolutions of the tool or the uh, changes that the Selenium makes, so that we can improve our code also. Got it? Why we are discussing this point? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, Rahul, clear.
Okay.
Can you your good
So
name, please?
my name is Rahul Wani.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sehenshah.
yeah. Right, thank you.
So Selenium IDE is an extension to the browser, which is a record and playback tool. Okay, which is a record and playback tool, guys. What do you mean by record and playback tool? We just record the set of actions that we want to execute, and we play back the same thing. Okay, clear, guys? No coding knowledge required. Basic HTML knowledge is good to have, not a mandate, not a mandatory. Okay, clear, everyone? So let us see how do we record the flows in Selenium IDE. Okay, first for Selenium IDE. So Selenium IDE was supposed to work only in Firefox, but from Selenium 4 onwards, it started supporting Chrome also. Got it? Got it, everyone? So, Selenium IDE, Chrome Web Store. Go to your web store. Already have added the extension. I'll just remove this extension. Then I'll add this extension again back to the browser. So if you want to launch that extension, click on this. Go to Selenium IDE. So this, when you are launching the Selenium IDE for the first time, this is the pop-up you will see in the screen. Then, since we are creating a project for the first time, I would like to go for an option, record a new test in a new project. What is the project name? Sample playback. Okay. I click on OK button. And for which URL you want to keep a track of it. Okay. For which application URL you want to start recording the flow. Got it? Got it, everyone? Subhashish, Sachin, Vishal, Priya, Dikshit, Sahansha,
Yeah, we
Shilpa.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah. And for the people who joined late, I would like all of you to drop your name and mobile number in the chat window so that we can share some drive links about the course, the Selenium, and more contents about the course. So please do it. Okay. So I click on start recording. Once I click on start recording, so since today we have a nice playoff, NBL playoffs are happening, so I can click on this link. Once I click on this link, I can go to scorecard. I can go to points table. Yeah, I can go to news. I can go to schedule results. So these are the set of actions I have wanted to record it. So once that is done, once the recording is completed, you can click on the stop button. Once I stop my recording, it will be saying like page navigations, like some name, whatever the name of the test case you want to give, you can give, and you click on OK. Now I have recorded the set of actions that I want to run. Now, if you click on this play button, it will play the scenario again. Okay, clear? Is it clear, everyone, guys? How the
Rahul,
Selenium has
actually,
run?
your
yes.
screen is too slow for me. Is it to all or else it is only for me?
I guess Subhashish, Vishal, Sachin, Priya, is my screen loading slow for you all? Or is it only for Sahansha?
Yeah, actually,
No,
it's a
it's
little
not,
bit difficult
but
to
it's
follow.
Sorry,
smaller.
sorry.
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to follow because the text on the screen is a little smaller, and when we
Hmm.
magnify, it goes
Okay,
out of the frame.
one moment. I can now.
But yeah,
Yes,
it's
Now the
it's
better.
much
text is
better
big
now.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
better.
Shall I reiterate again everything because the text is big enough now?
Yes,
Yeah, yes,
please.
you can better.
Yeah. Now I'll remove the extension, everything and all. Just help me whether it's clear or not for you, like the sizes and all. So I'm adding the extension to the browser. Once I add this extension to the browser, so click on Selenium IDE. Got it? Now the screen is visible. The font is decent enough for you all to view.
Yes.
So since we are creating a project for the first time, click on record a new test in a new project. So what will be like? Sample recording of application
Rahul,
flows.
one question. Like, first we need to, install the software Selenium ID, right? Or it is web based?
It's an extension. It's at the browser level. You can extend it. You can install it. It takes hardly a second to install it.
Okay. So, I might have missed. So, while opening, what you have typed
So
first?
you have to search for Selenium IDE
Mm-hmm.
for Chrome.
Okay. Okay, got it.
So if you click here, you
Mm-hmm.
can add the extension. By default, my extension is added in my system. It is
Okay.
showing remove from Chrome. For you, it
Okay.
will be add to Chrome. So it takes
Okay.
hardly a second to install it in your system. Okay.
Okay.
So I click on OK, and I will be recording a flow here. I'll be taking some random application URL, and I click on start recording. Once I click on start recording, I can record the flow whatever I want. Okay. And I click on scorecard, and I click on points details, points table. I can go to schedule and results. I can go to news. I can go to stats. Yeah, I can do whatever I want. Clear? So once the flow has been recorded, you can stop the execution stating what is the test case you want. Like you should give the name of your test case. So I'll
How to
say
stop the execution? Sorry,
here there
just
will be a stop button. Like once you stop, once it is in recording, instead of this REC button, there will be a stop button here. Okay.
okay.
You see this button, red color button?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Like when you record it, there only you'll have the stop button.
Okay.
Like if you want to, one moment, I'll delete
Mm.
again. Yeah, I'll click on the start recording, right? You see here?
Yes.
I click on the start recording. Okay, one moment. Let me create a test case. For this test case, I will. Okay, you perform whatever click actions you want, you perform it. Okay, no one is stopping you. Got it, Maleshwari? Maleshwari, right? Who asked me the question?
No, it's Priya. So,
Yeah, sorry. So now these are the set of actions I've recorded. If you want to stop the recording, you can see the stop button here now. Priya, are you
yes,
able to
visible.
see the stop
Yeah,
button?
yeah, it is visible.
I stop my recording like this. Once I've stopped my recording, my flows have been captured enough. All the flows have been captured. You see
So
here, if you have the
while you go to the browser to record it, like this window will be minimized
yeah,
automatically.
yeah, yes, yes. This window will be minimized automatically. If you want to stop the recording, you have to come to this editor and stop your recording.
Okay, okay, got it. Thanks.
So now if I want to play the same set of scenarios, you have recorded everything. Now we want to play back the same scenarios. Click on this play button. Got it?
Yes.
So it is that efficient for a stable application. Like you just want to test the application by recording some flows, and on playback of it you want to check whether it is behaving the same way or not. If it is not behaving the same way, if there is any change in flow, you have to do the recording again freshly. Okay. If there is any change in the flow for that particular test case, then we need to record everything from the scratch. Got it, guys? The one problem of using this record and playback tool is that if there any change in flow, you need to record everything from the scratch. Because if you try to code anything like this here, like if you're trying to code ad selection, like whatever you want, you can do it. But again, you never know. Like if you put your own set of commands, it might lead to any sort of problems. So that is why if there is any change in flow, you have to record and playback that same set of test cases. Okay. And if you want to reduce the speed of the execution, like it is too fast, I don't want to see at the higher pace. So I'll pull this down and execute the test case at a very slower pace. I don't want to execute it that quickly. I will execute it very slowly. Got it? Now the code is running way, way, way slow. Okay.
So the recording which we did is basically a test case we created, and then when we played it, it was basically executing that test case.
Yeah, whatever we have recorded, just simply plays the test case. It is just to check
Okay,
whether it is running properly or not. It is not useful for
got it.
application which is ever changing or ever dynamic. Like it's a very stable application, and you just need to record some flows and see whether it's working properly or not. Got it?
Got it.
So this is about Selenium IDE, and Selenium IDE implements a language called as Selenium. Okay, internally, like whatever the set of commands you see, these are all comes under Selenium commands. Got it? Got it, everyone?
Yes.
So Selenium IDE implements a language called as Selenium internally. Now, Selenium IDE execution is slow compared to Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver. Got it? Got it, guys? Is this clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they still using this version of Selenium?
Sorry?
Are they still using this version of Selenium in projects?
This version of Selenium and this Selenium ID is something else. Very rarely you see people using it in your projects because this is just a record and playback tool. This is for your own comfort only. If anything fails, you cannot ask the customer to install an extension and see the test cases, right?
Yes. So now only WebDriver they are using mostly.
Yeah, yeah. They are using WebDriver, but you should also know why WebDriver has come into picture, right? If you know IDE
Ye-
RC only, then you'll understand why WebDriver has come. Because
Yes.
they
Hmm.
will be like, why Selenium WebDriver only? The question will be like, why Selenium WebDriver? So that time you should be in a position to answer the complete Selenium history, right?
Right, right.
Hmm. The Selenium IDE execution is slow compared to Selenium RC and Selenium WebDriver. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Selenium IDE has an inbuilt reporting mechanism. Okay, got it? Is it clear, everyone?
Can you show how, what mechanism?
Like this logs you see, right?
Okay, okay,
So these logs you see, right? These are some inbuilt reporting. Like you have the list of things what I've done, right? So no.
got it.
Okay. Selenium IDE scripts can be exported to Selenium RC and WebDriver. Got it? Got it, everyone? Okay. So this is in short about Selenium IDE. Okay. It's a simple record and playback tool which doesn't require any coding knowledge. Selenium IDE, okay, supports prototyping only. Prototyping a lot. That means what? You want to show a flow to your customer or client, and if you do the flow manually, he may or may not be impressed. But if you record the same flow and show it that this is the way we do it, this is the how our application approaches a simple record and playback, then the client may be impressed, like, okay, that they have did something wonderful in automation. Got it? Got it, guys? Clear? Subhashish, Ram,
Yep.
and all.
Could you repeat with an example?
Prototyping means now, such in your company, one of your clients is visiting from US. He just wanted to
Hmm.
have an overall look of some module. So in order to automate that module using scripts, you have to write script, dashboard, everything is there. But he just wants to have a look at the module. He doesn't want to know what are the exact test results or something like that. So using the Selenium ID, will record the major business flows, and on click of the play button, he will see, okay, these are the major business flows. This is how they are running automatically. So he'll be like, yeah, this is the kind of product we need to show in the same recordings in to the team. Got it?
Yes,
Got
understood
it.
now. Yeah.
Hmm. So this is this tool called as Selenium IDE. So let me open my slides. So very easy to install and use, no programming experience, prototype of test. So it doesn't support conditional looping statements a lot. Does not support looping and conditional statements. Okay. So this is in short about Selenium IDE. Okay. Then comes the Selenium RC architecture. This is Selenium RC. What do you mean by RC? RC stands for Remote Control Server. Okay. In 2006, a Japanese guy has invented this tool to okay, avoid all the issues occurred in Selenium IDE. Okay, got it? Previously, Selenium RC used to support only JavaScript, but from 2018 onwards, it is providing support to multiple languages. Okay, so if you see this architecture, just share me your views on what you're trying to understand by this architecture. It's just your views or inferences. If it's wrong also it's totally fine, but I just wanted to know what you're trying to understand from this image. Okay, come on, tell me guys, what are the different views that you're able to analyze from this image? Anyone? Subhashish, Vishal, Sahansha, Shiva, Priya, Malleshwari, Shilpa, anyone? Come on, guys, it's an open forum. No one is gonna pinpoint you saying why you're saying wrong. Come on, guys.
I see like multiple browser compatibilities and the testing, right?
Okay, and anything else, Shilpa?
Yeah, like all the multiple languages.
Hmm?
Multiple languages,
Multiple,
Java.
whatever the
Yeah.
language, it will support the multiple browsers.
Okay. Okay.
Application under test means it is under processor every time, like whenever it is working, it is continuous integration with the app.
Hmm.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me, Shiva, your voice was breaking.
Hello.
Yeah, your voice is
Yeah,
great.
yeah. That
Yeah, tell
I
me.
want.
So what I understand is like we are trying to
Yeah.
incorporate multiple languages into the Selenium RC, and we are trying to test for multiple browser compatibility with that multiple language. So that's what I understand.
Yes. Yeah. As per this image and as per this skill, you are absolutely right, Shiva. Okay. So what is happening here? This Java or whatever code you have written, it moves to the remote control server. Like whatever the code you have written, it will be sent to the remote control server. So this remote control server, it acts like a mediator. Here, Selenium remote control will act as a mediator between the browser and the code files. Got it? Got it, everyone?
Yes.
Selenium, yeah, just this point. Later I'll answer your question. Selenium core means what? The code that is being converted to AS commands, and the code will be executed onto the browser directly.
డాడీ ఇంకేం
That's
వద్దులే
something.
డాడీ ఇంకేం వద్దు డాడీ మమ్మీ కూడా నాకేం చెప్పలా టిఫిన్కి అన్నీ
Right.
ఉన్నట్టున్నాయి.
Someone was asking some question. I told them like after the Selenium code I'll answer them.
Can you go back once where you wrote like converted to code that is being converted to JS commands and the code will be executed. Okay.
JS means JavaScript commands.
Yeah.
Hmm. Like JavaScript is a popular language that is being understandable by browsers. Okay. So whatever set of actions we do for automation, it should be on a browser, right?
Yes.
For that reason, the whatever the code we give, it will be converted into Selenium code, and that Selenium code will be injected in your browser. So more and more Selenium code in inject, the application speed gets slower. Got it?
Yes.
Any doubts so far? Yeah.
From my end.
Yeah. So so what could be the main disadvantages with this architecture? Does not support API testing, does not support headless mode of execution. Okay. Complex architecture to process. Got it? Like you see here, selling whatever code we have written, there's some remote control server will be there. So once this remote control server will come into picture, they'll start distributing the code to different browsers, different applications. Got it? Got it, guys?
Can we say that IDE only supported when it was
Sachin,
invented?
could you be
It
louder?
only supported. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask, can we say that IDE when it was invented, it only supported unit testing?
Sorry, come again.
When IDE was invented, it
Yeah,
only
yeah. When it's
supported the main.
it supported
Yeah, it
only
only
pickup
supported
and
unit
playback.
testing. Okay,
Yeah, in unit testing, whichever playback and tool we followed, we use that follow statement. We follow that and it reported some issues. Now, of course, all the things can't be found through on the field. You have to come off the field and like all got it.
understood. Yeah.
Is it okay if we don't know different types of testing?
You need to know what is smoke regression sanity. You have that idea, right, Priya?
No, nothing. I have no idea.
Okay,
But
okay. I'll
even
just
the
give you a.
API testing, I didn't understand the line you.
Oh, okay. You will understand everything, Priya. But when it comes to basic terminologies, you need to remember the words smoke, regression, sanity, and agile and waterfall model testing. These are the five terminologies that will be using it here. Okay.
Smoke regression, sanity, and
Agile process, waterfall model.
okay,
Clear?
yes.
So
What is
just
API testing?
I'll explain you later, Priya. When the topic comes, I'll explain you with an example.
Okay, okay.
Okay. I want for next couple of minutes, like till 9:40, I just want you to see this graph and analyze what more points you can add it. Okay. Malleshwari, Shilpa, Aha, S. Ram, Subhashish.
Uh, hey, hi. What is the expectation here? I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. Okay. Hello? Mm.
Yeah, Rahul. Currently using Selenium ID and Selenium RC in the current organizations.
Rahul, are you talking? We are unable to hear you. Like I'm not able to hear.
Sir,
Okay, okay,
sir,
okay,
sir is
okay.
in
My
mute.
bad. Okay, okay. My
Please,
bad.
sir.
My bad. Okay, so we have discussed about Selenium RC and Selenium IDE prior. Now we will be discussing the concept of Selenium WebDriver, which is the current thing we are using. And also Selenium IDE and RC we will be not using in real time in any of your projects. But it is always good to have hands-on knowledge about these topics because someone asks you how the journey of WebDriver has started. Okay, you should say something about IDE, something about RC because not they will not create the Selenium WebDriver out of the blue, right? Obviously, these are the issues that the end user or script writer was facing. That is why the advent of Selenium WebDriver came into picture. Got it? Got it, everyone?
So currently IDU and RC not using?
Yeah, we are not using it in any most of the companies. Some companies may
Okay,
use
okay,
IDE for the recording and playback, but RC mostly they won't use because once WebDriver has
okay.
come, RC is something people won't use also. Okay. So coming to the point, more amount of Selenium core is injected at the browser level, then the speed of the execution will be reduced by 30%. That means what? If more and more JavaScript commands are being executed onto the browser speed tends to slow down because you are putting more load onto the browser. Like you are executing more JavaScript commands, you are putting more load onto the browser. So that is the main challenge. If you inject more Selenium core onto the browser, so that way we'll never get to know what is the actual speed of the application. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Clear, guys? Ram, Shiva, Maleshwari, is it clear?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Yes, Rahul.
So the next architecture is Selenium WebDriver architecture. So this is the first version of Selenium WebDriver, that is Selenium 3. Okay. So in this Selenium 3, what we are doing, whatever the code we have written in Java, whatever language,
First version of WebDriver is called Selenium 3.
Selenium
That is,
3,
yeah.
Selenium 3 is the first version of the WebDriver. Okay. So
Okay.
what is happening here? Whatever the code we have, we are sending that code to the JSON wire protocol. So what does this JSON wire protocol do? So what does this JSON wire protocol does? Converts the complete code in the form of HTTP requests and responses. Got it? Whatever the code base you have, you are converting the same thing into HTTP requests and responses. So whatever the set of HTTP requests and responses you have, you'll be sending it to your browser driver. So what do you mean by browser driver? For every Chrome browser, we have a Chrome driver.exe file for automation. For every Firefox file, we have a Firefox driver.exe file. So for each and every browser, you have a separate driver file here. Not like in the previous Selenium RC, where when you write the code, the Selenium code will be injected in all the browsers. As I've told you, if you inject more code, then it will consume more memory and the application speed will be slowed down. By that, we cannot test how the application is working properly or not. Got it? Got it, everyone? Sehensha, Shilpa, Sachin, Subhashish, Ram, Shiva, Maleshwari. Is it clear, everyone? Like whatever the
Um,
HTTP request I get, I send it to the real browser, and real browser gives us a response and send it back to the driver. So these were the olden days of the Selenium WebDriver where it was not following any standards or practices or all those stuff. Now, in the recent times like 2020, I guess, 2020, not 2020, 2018 or 17, Selenium 4 has come. So the Selenium 4 is part of the W3C protocol. What do you mean by W3C protocol? Anyone tell me the concept of W3C protocol, guys? Just for information. W3C, guys. Yeah, Shiva, go ahead. Anyone else? So
Com-
whatever the yeah,
Common
tell me, tell me.
standards for common standards for web application designing.
Yes, yes.
WWW.
Yeah, these are the common web standards for designing. So, in Selenium 4 onwards, this JSON where protocol will not be there. And as per the W3C standards or protocol that we have used, all the code will be sent to the browser driver, and internally it converts the whole thing into HTTP request and response and handles the responses in an efficient way. Got it? You don't need some other agent to
Sorry,
convert that data.
can you repeat it slowly once?
Okay.
Didn't follow. Yeah.
So, like Selenium 3 understood, right, Priya?
Yes.
So Selenium 4 onwards, what happened was like Selenium is approved to be a part of W3C structure. So once Selenium 4 is approved to be a part of W3C structure, then what has happened here is this JSON file protocol box is completely removed. Okay.
Okay.
Once this JSON wire protocol is removed, so the code will directly send the code to the browser driver. So internally within the browser driver, it will change to HTTP request and response and send it to the real browsers. Got it?
Okay.
So because of the W3C protocol, all the browsers remain stable. The intent will be stable enough all the time. Got it?
Like, why was it removed, the JSON wire protocol? Like, was there
Because you
any
have an additional
disadvantage?
step process to do it, and it was not following any standards, right? Because in the olden days, when you want to run the same code in Firefox and Edge, Firefox and Internet Explorer, you have to make a lot of code changes to adjust to the browser type and all. Chrome works differently, Firefox works differently. So the application behavior also used to be way different. Like in manually, it'll be good, but in automation, the browser something. I mean, UI looks something else. What is something. So from Selenium 4 onwards, when you are trying to execute the code in different browsers also, it will be remain the same stable way without major fixes. Okay.
Okay.
A
Sorry to
quick
ask you this now. So the browser drivers, the reason they were created was to increase the speed.
Like
Like,
it is like a layer between your original browser and your code. So directly our code cannot interact with that real browser directly, right? So this browser driver.exe file will interact with the code. I mean, actual browser. Got it?
okay.
quick
Yeah.
question here, Rahul. So for every browser, do we have to download and install a separate Selenium WebDriver?
Yeah, you as of now you can think like you have to install everything, but in reality you need not download and install everything. It's part of the Selenium package. Okay.
I think it's like a library.
Yeah, it's like a library, so you'll have to add the
You have
libraries.
to import
Okay.
in the code, I think.
Yeah. You will see all those things slowly. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So definitely they will ask you this question like what is Selenium 3 architecture, Selenium 4 architecture, and what are the major changes. Just tell them like in Selenium 4 we have implemented W3C concept, and with the help of this W3C concept, it is more efficient, more stable. Yeah, it's more structured, more standard. Got it? Got it, everyone? Savashish, PB, Ram, Sayansha, Shiva, Sachin, Priya. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, Rahul.
Yeah. So these are the different tools that are present under the Selenium family. So when it comes to grid, now I have 500 test cases. What I will do, I want to execute 100 test cases in Sachin, 100 test cases in Priya, 100 test cases in Subhashish, and remaining 100 in Malleshwari system. So what we will do, we will have a distributed environment, like the executions happen in a distributed environment at a different distributed set of mechanism. So with that, what will happen? The test cases will be executed at a faster rate. Got it? When you want to run multiple test cases at multiple times, the Selenium grid is more than useful for us. Clear, everyone? What is the next tool that we have discussed? Selenium
So
grid.
Selenium Grid is mainly for distributing the executions
Yeah,
in
like if
different
you want to
systems.
have a distributed sort of executions, like not only
Okay.
in your system, you want to execute the same in 5 different machines by splitting them. That time Selenium grid will be more than helpful for you. Okay, clear?
Yes,
Clear,
yes,
Ram? Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Now, after this thing, after we discuss Selenium family, Selenium tools, and all the stuff, then we have to go through the installations of all the softwares. Okay, so I'll just mention the list of softwares that you guys need to install. Like you just need to download and keep it ready. And whenever you're dropping your name, Drop your name along with your phone number. Mail ID is not required. Just I want your name along with your phone number. Okay. So what are the softwares? We can work with JDK 17 or JDK 21, IntelliJ, Eclipse, SSMS installation. What do you mean by SSMS? SSMS stands for SQL Server Management Studio. Got it? Got it, guys? So SQL Server Management Studio installation for using the database. How do you integrate your code with your database? That. Okay. SSMS installation, Apache Maven, download, and set the path. Set the bin path. Got it, everyone? What are the list of softwares you have to get it ready in your system for automation
Do we
testing?
have to install by ourselves or would you be helping
I will
us?
show you the installation. Just keep the files downloaded and keep it ready.
Uh, okay.
So if you keep it downloaded and ready, you can also do the installation parallelly. And if you have any issues or queries, also we can resolve it on the spot. Because if you make even a small mistake in installation, again you have to do it. If that issue is not fun, you have to do it from the scratch, right? Got it, Priya?
Yes, yes. But as I told
Just
you, like I was facing difficulties for installation in
yeah,
Mac.
yeah. That is another challenge. We will slowly encounter and fix that issue for the sake of the class. Okay.
Okay.
So download all these tools and softwares and keep it downloaded in your system. Okay. So tomorrow onwards, we'll be moving on to the coding part of Java, like the basics of Java. What are the different coding stuff you need to know? Got it?
I mean, you are going to tell everything from the Java, core Java, right?
Yeah, yeah, like basics of Java onwards till the Selenium endpoint.
Okay. Advanced Java also covered in that one.
You are going to cover
Advanced Java.
advanced means we are not covering serverless JSPs and all. Whatever core Java is sufficient for automation, we are covering that much only.
Okay. Okay. Thank you,
Like
Rahul.
Java is a very vast subject, Sahinsha. So you need to know which one of you to
Yeah.
do only for automation, right? So design my course content in such a way which is required for automation only. Okay.
Okay.
And Rahul, can we get these class notes like whatever you have written in that?
Yeah, that is why I was asking you all this phone numbers and your name so that we can all share this on a WhatsApp broadcast channel. Got it? Or
Okay,
some drive link or this notes on a WhatsApp broadcast channel. Got it?
okay,
That was the reason I was asking you all your names and numbers. Got it?
okay.
Mm. Okay. So Priya, you're giving me two numbers. Which one I have to you? Okay. Okay, okay. You have just given a US symbol in front of it.
Yes, I thought like again it will be confusing. So
Yeah, yeah. Got it. So this is just a basic introduction about Selenium. The journey is yet to begin, and trust me, it will be a very wonderful journey. Clear, guys, so far? Clear, everyone?
Yeah, yeah, it is clear.
Clear, sir.
So we're supposed to install all these applications,
You
I mean
need not
softwares,
install it, just keep
right?
it downloaded and ready.
Okay, fine.
Okay?
Yeah.
So if you don't have any questions or queries, we can just close it for a day, and tomorrow onwards we'll be into coding.
Okay.
Okay?
What's the agenda for tomorrow again? What we will do?
The agenda for tomorrow is just to have an installation of these tools and setup, followed by the
Mhm.
coding. Okay.
Okay, so basically we'll learn more of Java a little bit.
Yeah, we'll be learning more
Okay,
about Java.
okay.
Yeah, how many classes will take for core Java as per requirement of the
Core
Selenium?
Java,
How
it will
many
take around
classes?
15 to 20 days.
Oh, from tomorrow onwards?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay.
So in between, you'll be touching about Selenium also, like how will
Yeah,
we
once
implement?
Java is completed, I'll focus completely on Selenium, Priya.
Okay.
Only phone number or mail ID also needed?
Sorry, Ram.
Only phone number or mail ID also? Yeah.
Your voice is breaking, Ram. Could you repeat it again?
No, no. You want only phone numbers or mail IDs also?
No, mail IDs are not required. For now, phone numbers and this stuff so that we can share you the this notes and drive links. Okay.
Okay.
So WhatsApp number you're asking for or Gmail ID also?
Gmail ID not required. I'll be just sharing the link on a broadcast channel. That's it.
Okay. Sir, as comparatively, Python is very easy comparatively with Java, right? Sir? Core Java.
Uh, but the
So which is the
it
best
will,
with Selenium?
see, with respect to job market, Java is always there, and with respect to the support system, Java is pretty huge. And at the same time, Java is coming up with a lot of enhancements, a lot of things. And compared to Python, the collection library or collection interface of Java is pretty huge. That is more important for us to handle different sets of data when you're working with big applications. And if you try to put it in a CI/CD model, you have to have the tool installs like pip install. You have to do it manually because when you have this Apache Maven right in your system, it will only download and set the libraries by itself. And in fact, if you want to run the code in CI/CD mode with respect to Java, it's pretty much easy and doable. Very easily you can do it compared to Python. You see, Python is easy to script, but the thing is, Java is way more flexible, way more easy, way more flexible. It has gives me wide range of options to do scripting. Of course, people say Python, but for automation, Python is not the one. I would say .NET is good, but not this one. Okay.
If we learn
So
Java,
which
so
is the
Python
what
one
is the
will be
major difference between this?
Between this,
Sir, what are the
yeah,
major
what?
differences and between Python, .NET, and Java? So in the market, as you said, the
See,
Java has the prominent role and more
yeah,
Java
Java,
openings
.NET have
we have.
prominent roles in interviews. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what the major difference like when Java, Python, .NET?
I told
So
you now, the
which is the
ease of
best in the
integration
market
with
you can suggest? Sir,
different tools in the market. It's not about coding, right? It's not about how easily you can integrate with this any third party tools or third party libraries and all the stuff is there, right? Like in the future, like you have heard of the test trail tool or not, I don't know, but in some of the companies they execute the same code in test trail tool. So if you want to do that execution in test trail tool, it's pretty much easy compared to Java rather than in Python. Like it has a proper build mechanism. Where for C Sharp and Java, we have a proper build mechanism systems. The
but
build
Java is so
mechanism
complicated, right? So to learn.
not complicated because still it's one of the leading languages in most of the companies, not only from automation perspective, even some most of the companies have Java as their language, code programming language. Still web applications are built on Java only. The big web applications what we are
Okay, so
talking
what
of.
the in testing perspective, what okay. Okay, got your point, sir. And one more question from my end. So, how much programming language we need while using testing perspective?
Sorry,
In testing perspective, how much coding programming
we
we
need to have
use in
20%
testing
of developers
perspectives?
knowledge. We need to have 20% of developers knowledge for automation testing. Even
Okay,
Python
sir,
is
got
also not that easy. We see from a scripting point of view, it's like okay, fine, but when you try to do some integrations, that will also take a huge chunk of your time. So any programming language is not that easy. From a scripting point of view, for the look and feel, Python will be easy, but every programming language you have to go through your own grind to succeed.
agree, sir. Got your point. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Rahul, I'm having one query.
Yeah. Tell me.
Hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
Actually, one of my project is based on the Flutter base.
It's a
So
Flutter app.
how,
Okay. That
yeah,
is
Flutter
a
app,
mobile application.
web application also Flutter based with plus Angular base. Somewhere some pages are Angular, some pages are Flutter based. So I'm thinking like it would be helpful for this curriculum. That is, I'm little bit confused here
Yeah. Who asked
because
this
I
question?
think it
Your
is
name, please?
Ahana.
Ahana. Yeah, if you are using any Flutter application, if you have any open, if you can give me any open source Flutter application, that would be great for me because I don't know any open source Flutter application. So if you
Oh,
can give me open source Flutter web application, I could help you
mm.
deal with it.
I'm not having any open source, but one of my applications are developed on
I
this.
understand. I understand. Even in
I
my company also, we are using Flutter for mobile.
Flutter based. It is mobile also and web also. Both application is developed on the Flutter.
Yeah, yeah. So I need to see how your application is built. What is the
Okay,
UI and all.
I will share with you one of the link, but you need to actually this is the my application is based on share market. This is pro trading related applications. So either you need to create one of the you need to create account. I guess I don't have any test account, so that I will provide the demo how it will be.
Yeah,
Either you can connect me in any time so that I will show you. Right now, how I am because we couldn't do the inspect element over there. Most of the inspect element you couldn't get it. So
yeah, yeah,
I'm using Astro. Okay, currently I'm using Mastro. That is one of the framework. So it is giving me all the elements. So on the basis of elements, it is completely codeless automations.
yeah. I
Somewhere
know, I
if
know.
I'm required any logic, I am developing in the JavaScript, but it is
Yeah,
little bit tricky for me. So I'm just confused here. Is this curriculum is helpful for me?
yeah, yeah.
That
What you spoke about Mastro is a mobile UI automation testing framework. Again,
yes,
this is a
yeah,
mobile
yeah,
UI
yeah.
automation testing framework. And you told your Flutter has a web application also. That web application is running in your Chrome desktop or is it running in the Chrome mobile? That was a question I was about
From,
to ask.
from from desktop. It is not responsive. It is not mobile view available right now. So I can run on web desktop.
So if you can show me the application post the class, I could see and let you know what can be done because without seeing that application, I can't simply
I will
convert
show.
through.
I will show you. So
Sure.
on the basis of that, how is this helpful for me? Whatever
It is
the teaching.
Angular applications, all the Angular applications, all the new style of web technologies and web methodologies that we are building in the real time. But if you are saying Flutter application, generally we have heard of mobile. You are saying Flutter with web. I just wanted to see what is that web thing all about, and let me see what is what. Got it?
Okay. Okay. Done.
That works fine.
Yeah, that would be fine. I shared my number here. Okay.
I will WhatsApp you, or you have my number in the group also. Directly you can ping
You
me.
just ping from your number, so we'll show you. We'll connect.
Yeah, your Ahana is +191. I mean 91 is your number.
Last time one
Is
is
it plus
country
one?
code. I like country
Can you
code.
put your ISD code so that I can?
Just keep it 91 first.
Okay, it's an Indian number only.
Yeah, yeah. Just remove the 91. That is I add
Hmm.
on country code. That's why that is enough.
Okay, plus 9.
Yes.
Okay, only the in remove 91. That was your number. That's it, right?
Right.
Okay, cool, cool. I'll do it. I'll
Okay.
message you.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Done.